Well, hello there. Another happy landing. We've appeared to come to this old town of San Diego. Apparently it's haunted, so maybe if we speak some truth out loud, maybe the spirits will sense what we're saying. No, but seriously, this is a pretty interesting place. A lot of festivity, a lot of kind of the traditional Mexican feel, and the adobe, sort of a fortress of old, from days of yesteryear. A sense of community, a sense of the just Mexican happy hanging out, and all the tables surrounded by those hotel kind of businesses with little lodgings above them that you see in the movies. I mean, that's pretty much as authentic as you're probably going to get, even if it is a tourist area. But we're sensing in the spirit movements. I was telling my wife, like, sometimes just going out, like just going somewhere, even if you're not necessarily doing street witnessing or whatever, there's this sense that there are connections being made, and you might catch little glimpses of it. Like, I walked up to the hostess to just take some pictures, and she was walking up to me. Actually, she asked me if I was the party of 7. And I just joked with her, and I said, well, maybe there's a lot of places around here to hide. Maybe they're just hiding and they're just playing hide and seek and she laughed. And then I thought, that's kind of interesting. Like, why would I give off the vibe that I was the party of 7 just because I'm standing there, looking a little bit out of place, I guess. And I thought, well, maybe I am the party of 7 in the spirit. Like, maybe we have warriors who are coming here. I mean, they say, I haven't even really learned the history of this park or anything, that although I might be distracted with my daughter, with logistics, life things, and thinking about bigger decisions that have to be made, collabing with way too many people to try to get way too many projects done, as usual, biting off more than we can chew. Just the very act of reaching out in the spirit and desiring to connect. The Michael Tobin saying he called on his guardian angel, and one of the things that he prayed, he's like, I'd like to hang out with Michael Basham, of all things. Like, man, you could ask for anything, you ask for that. That's like kind of sad, I guess, but no, just kidding. I feel very honored. I guess he was listening to Spirit Wars recently, because I've been talking about that. Like, we can tune in to the angelic realm, not in a new age way, but in a strategic way. And within, I guess, a few months or so, he calls me to do a collaboration on a podcast. Turns out he's just down the road 10 minutes from where I was. He didn't even know I was in San Diego. So we're sitting there in church yesterday at Red Seal Ministries, in the back in the baby room with the baby, and we're just like, this is like a total miracle. Like, this is so weird and crazy. So I said, well, what if we lived our life where every day we were looking for those kind of signs, in the midst of the busyness and ups and downs and distractions? What if your eyes were always open to wanting to see signs of the supernatural? And perhaps the party of 7, having angels with you, you don't even really always have to acknowledge them, but there's stuff going on behind the scenes that we should have faith that God is leading us, sometimes blindly, sometimes we don't have open eyes. Look at this. It's like this old historical building, and it's just like, ghost hunters. You can get ghost hunters puzzles, ghost hunters witchcraft stuff, more ghost stuff. Totally just milking it for all it's worth. Meanwhile, the real ghosts, they're very high tech nowadays. What goes bump in the night is not exactly my idea of real hauntings anymore. This is a supernatural war that we're in, a multi-dimensional thing that can't really be quantified according to the old ways of combat. And yet, if you have your eyes open and you're always seeking, here's my vision, that we are so engaged with that realm and so detached from the stupid fake Christianity, churchy thing, that we, when time comes, like, we're at the point of discipline and of function enough that we're able to just work with the military. I mean, when the demons start manifesting and it's like the Tomorrow War with, what's his name? Chris Pratt. Great job. Great movie, actually. If you can make it all the way through, it's kind of a long movie. I really saw that as a symbol of what we're stepping into. The Tomorrow War being that there's this alien invasion. They are very, very powerful, and we weren't ready. And so a time travel portal was opened to where they are able to recruit soldiers from the past. And Chris Pratt's daughter somehow locates him because I guess he's a really great soldier. And she's discovered the serum to defeat the enemy, the aliens in the future. And so she works with him and transfers that vaccine or whatever to him to bring back to the past. And yeah, there might be some Illuminati vocabulary there. The vaccine, we need to mass produce the vaccine. Well, actually, it would be a funny thing if they did that on purpose, because it like totally kills the aliens. So, and by the way, the aliens are called spikes because they shoot these spikes, these deadly spike things. So, spike proteins. Hello. Anyway, I think of the military aspect of what we're doing with the spirit force, fighting the spirit wars, practically in the future, to where right now we might sound crazy. I mean, not as crazy as we did 5 years ago, but we still might sound a little eccentric. Wait till you see all the publications I'm putting out there. I mean, I'm digging around in our Patreon. They're already all there. It's like crazy stuff from the last 10 years. Like, what was I doing with my life? Tapping into the supernatural, seeking all this crazy stuff. Well, gotta tell you, you don't want to get caught with your pants down when those weird stuff start popping up everywhere, and you gotta learn how to rebuke it. Anyway, I gotta run, but just that little picture, like learning how to practically work with your spiritual weapons to the point where someday in the future we might even be working with the military on that stuff. So something to think about. All right, God bless you guys. Bye-bye.